Hey fam, happy Tuesday. Welcome to another 7-minute social. Today we're going to be just anchoring in Hosea. Hosea chapter 14. There are 14 chapters in the book of Hosea. So we're going to be jumping down into verses 4 through 7. Isaiah chapter 14, verses 4 through 7. And here's what it says. It says, the Lord says, then I will heal you of your faithlessness. God says, I will heal you. I'm going to heal you. You're not going to heal yourself. You're not going to try any harder. You're not going to try to perform and exert and just say, if I just do more, if I just do more, if I just do this, if I do that. God says, the Lord says, I will heal you of your faithlessness. Why, God? Because my love knows no bounds. My love knows no. It's almost like God is saying, I'm going to love you into love. Like, I'm not going to punish you. I'm not going to hurt you because I don't take pleasure in any of that. I am going to heal your faithlessness. How? By my love, God says. I've tried punishing you. I've tried correcting you, and it just didn't work. You were like a stubborn donkey. And the more I did that, the more I corrected you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to love you. The way I'm going to punish you, ready? I'm going to punish you by loving on you. I'm going to love you and love you and love you to the point where maybe one day you're going to believe that my love for you is real. Maybe one day you'll see that my love for you is genuine, that my love for you is unconditional, that it is my love. And as you see this perfect love that I have towards you, it's going to melt your heart. It's going to melt your heart. And when your heart is melted, right? And then it's like, yeah, I'm going to turn to God. God is healing me of my faithlessness. So here's what he says. He goes on to say, my love knows no bounds, for my anger will be gone forever. I will be to Israel like a refreshing dew from heaven. Israel will blossom like the lily. It will send roots deep into the soil like the cedars in Lebanon, Its branches will spread out like the beautiful olive trees, as fragrant as the cedars of Lebanon. My people will again live under my shade. They will flourish like grain and blossom like grapevines. They will be as fragrant, God says, as the wines of Lebanon. They will be as fragrant as the wine of Lebanon. And so here's this picture of Hosea, who's giving us really an illustration of life. Right? Cedar trees were this big tree that were grounded and rooted. And God is saying, you're going to be like this tree again. You're going to be like the fragrance of the wines of Lebanon. And Hosea is painting this beautiful picture that God is going to restore our faithlessness, that God is going to heal us, that God is going to restore us, that God is going to give us life. Now, the reason why I chose this today, and I want you to think about this, and I hope you just take this through the week and you can dwell on it and just meditate on God's goodness and faithfulness. As we said, Hosea is 14 chapters. Well, for 13 chapters, how many? 13 chapters. For 13 chapters, basically Hosea is writing for God, and for 13 chapters, all he's talking about is how Israel is not faithful, that Israel is being like a prostitute, sleeping around with other gods, that Israel is corrupt, that they are neglecting the widows and the poor and the orphans, that Israel is acting like everything but children of God. Israel is known for being stubborn as a donkey. They are just known for thinking that they are the best. They're full of pride and they're full of self-righteousness. They are not leaning into God's goodness and grace. They don't obey anything that God says. So hear me. So for 13 chapters, they're basically just being condemned, saying, yo, you guys are not the best. Question. Have you ever felt like Israel? Have you ever been there, or do you know anybody who you're just saying, maybe it's your kids right now, and you're just going, I don't understand this season that they're living in. The way they're living is crazy. I don't agree with it. I can't believe. Right? Maybe it's somebody in your family, a coworker, a friend, who is going through something right now in their life. You're going, I just don't get it. How could they? Why would they choose this? Why are they living like this, right? And your mind is just going, or maybe you yourself are living in a season where you're just saying, man, I used to have such great faith in God. I used to be so faithful towards God. And you don't know what happened. And then this beautiful promise comes in Isaiah chapter 14, beginning at verse 4, where even after 13 chapters, God is just telling Israel, just letting them have it. Just letting them have it. Like, yo, I'm fed up. And then even after all that, God has the audacity to say, I'm going to heal your faithlessness. I'm going to heal it. I'm going to heal it. I'm going to heal your faithlessness. I know you feel like your faith isn't coming back anytime soon. I know that you've backslidden. I know that there's people in your family, whether it's friends or on the job, and you just see them, and it's so easy for us to judge people and then just count them out and just look at other people who aren't in our preferred tribe, right? Like, it's easy to cast judgment. It's easy to draw a line. It's easy to say us versus them. It's easy to think that we're right. Or on the flip side, it's easy for us to get down and really hard on ourselves. But what if we just leaned into this promise? What if we just trusted in this promise that God gives, which is God? Picture God telling you today, I'm going to heal your faithlessness. I'm going to do it. Not you, not what you think you can do, not your performance, not you trying and exerting more energy. I'm going to do it. Your job, surrender. Let go. Let me do it for you. And then why does he do it? He says, because my love knows no bound. My love is pursuing you and pursuing you and pursuing you to the point where it's like, listen, I'm going to pursue you so much. You're going to see how good my love is that it's going to melt your heart, right? It is my love that draws me towards you. And so I will restore your faithlessness because of my great love. Because of what? How are you going to restore my faith, God? You're going to punish me? Nope. You're going to hurt me? Nope. You're going to, nope. The way I'm going to heal your faithlessness is through the power of my great love. That as I love you over and over and over again, one day you'll wake up and that love is going to melt your heart. And you will be drawn to me. And I will be yours. And you will be mine. So here's my question for us this week. What would it look like for you that as you engage in different relationships, right? With your friends, with family, with your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it might be, what would it look like if through tough seasons, even when we don't understand it and when we just want to say, forget you, what would it look like if we leaned into the promise of Hosea where God says, I'm going to heal your faithlessness because of my love that is boundless, my love that is unconditional? What would it look like even when we have those moments and those tough times where our faith feels shaky? What if we just rested, and what if we just meditated, and what if we just thought about, God, even in the midst of my faithlessness, help me to remember that it is you who will heal my faithlessness, that you're going to draw me back, that you're winning me back, that you're wooing me, and that I can trust that your love knows no bounds and that your love is unconditional for me. All right, family, we will see you again on Thursday. Join us tomorrow as Pastor Robbins leads us in a Bible study at 7 p.m. We'll be on YouTube and Facebook. But God bless you. Please think about the goodness of our God who has promised to heal us even when our faith towards him is not being faithful. Even when.